The alarm pierced through the dimly lit maintenance corridor of Outpost Helios, startling Finn Matthews from his work on the faulty air recycler. His wrench clattered against the metal grating as he wiped sweat from his brow. 6 months into his engineering contract on this godforsaken station, and every system was falling apart. It's just one more splice, he muttered, reconnecting frayed wires that sparkled dangerously in the flickering lights. A soft sound made him turn a whimper, barely audible over the station's constant mechanical drone. Peering down the corridor, he spotted a small figure huddled against the wall. "Hello?" Finn called, approaching cautiously. The figure looked up. Not human. Lavender skin, iridescent scales around the temples, large amber eyes filled with tears. A child, an Antari child. One of the refugee species that had found tenuous sanctuary among humans after their homeworld's destruction. "Please," the child whispered, voice trembling. "My mother won't wake up. She's so cold." Finn knelt down. "What's your name?" "Tella," she said. "Please help." The others just walked away. Finn's jaw tightened. The station's unofficial segregation meant many turned a blind eye to non-human suffering. "Show me." Tella led him to a cramped refugee housing unit. On a thin mattress lay an adult Antari female, her skin ashen lavender instead of the vibrant hue it should be. Delicate, feather-like appendages on her temples fluttered weakly. Her body convulsed with violent tremors. "Mom's been like this since yesterday," Tella said. "Please don't let her die." Finn checked for vital signs. The Antari woman's pulse was erratic, her breathing shallow. Something glinted beneath her translucent, skin-tiny metallic implants that pulsed with blue light. "What's her name?" Finn asked, reaching for his cum unit. "Nix," Tella replied. "The doctors at the clinic wouldn't help us. They said we couldn't pay." Finn's fist clenched. Typical station politics, refugees at the bottom of the priority list. But he knew someone who wouldn't turn them away. "I'm going to call a friend. A doctor who can help." He tapped his cum. "Sonia, I need your help. Medical emergency." He quickly explained the situation. "Bring them to my quarters," Dr. Sonia Rivera replied without hesitation. "Use the service corridors. Don't let security see you." Finn wrapped Nix in his jacket and lifted her. She was terrifyingly light. "Hold on to my belt, Tella. We're going to help your mom." As they moved through the station's hidden pathways, Nix's tremors worsened. Finn quickened his pace, feeling Tella's small hand clutching his belt. The child's trust weighed heavier than the woman in his arms. "Don't worry," he whispered. "Humans don't abandon those who need help." They reached Sonia's quarters, where medical equipment had been hastily arranged. "Put her here," Sonia directed. As she examined Nix, her expression darkened. "These implants. I've seen this before. Someone's been experimenting on her." Tella looked up at Finn, amber eyes wide with fear and hope. "Can you fix my mom?" Finn squeezed her small hand. "We're going to try." Forbidden medicine, Sonia's quarters. Transformed into a makeshift medical bay as she worked with quiet intensity over Nix's trembling form. The blue lights beneath the alien's skin pulsed faster now, like miniature hearts beating in panic. "Neural dampeners," Sonia muttered, scanning the implants with her portable medical device. "Illegal biotech. Only Helix Corporation makes these." She looked up at Finn.
"Ow.
"They're using refugees as test subjects."
Ow."
Finn's stomach twisted. Helix had a research division on the station's upper levels, untouchable to common workers like him. "Can you remove them?" "Not without killing her. But I might be able to reprogram them." Sonia pulled equipment from a hidden compartment beneath her bed. "This is black market tech. If security finds out—" "They won't," Finn assured her, though he knew the risk they were taking. Helping refugees against corporate interests could mean prison or worse. Tella hadn't left her mother's side, small fingers intertwined with Nix's longer, elegant ones. "Will she remember me when she wakes up?" The question broke something in Finn's chest. "What do you mean?" "Sometimes she forgets who I am. The men in white coats take her away, and when she comes back, she looks through me like I'm not there." Sonia's hands stilled momentarily. "Memory tampering. Those bastards." While Sonia worked, Finn sat beside Tella, sharing his ration bar with the child. How long have you been on the station? 2 cycles, she replied, using the Antari term for years. We escaped when the ships came to our world. Mom was a healer. She helped humans, so humans helped us escape. And then Helix found her, Finn concluded grimly. They said they needed test subjects. They pay in credits and rations. Tella's voice was matter-of-fact. The cruel economics of survival already understood. A soft moan came from Nyx. Her eyelids fluttered, revealing irises the color of burnished gold. Swirling with amber flecks. She's stabilizing, Sonia reported, administering a clear fluid through an injector. I've bypassed the primary control circuit. The tremors should ease. True to her word, Nyx's violent shaking began to subside. Her breathing deepened. Mama, Tella whispered, leaning forward. Nyx's eyes focused slowly. Recognition dawned. Tella. Her voice was like wind through crystal, musical and fragile. I'm here, Mama. Tears streaked down Tella's face as she embraced her mother. Finn turned away, giving them privacy, but a slender hand caught his wrist. You helped us, Nyx said softly, when others wouldn't. Their eyes met, and something unexpected passed between them, a connection that transcended species. Finn felt warmth spread through his chest. We need to move you both, Sonia interrupted. Helix will notice their subject is off-grid. My quarters aren't safe. I know a place, Finn said. Maintenance level B, section 12. It's off the security grid. As they prepared to move, the station's announcement system crackled to life. Attention, all personnel. Report any unauthorized Antari movements to security immediately. Repeat. Report any Antari sightings to security. Finn and Sonia exchanged grim looks. The hunt had begun. The maintenance hideout was little more than a forgotten storage room. But Finn had made it livable with scavenged furnishings. Emergency lighting bathed the space in soft amber, reminiscent of Nyx's eyes. Sonia had returned to her regular duties to avoid suspicion, leaving Finn to watch over the refugees. How are you feeling? He asked as Nyx sat up on the makeshift bed, her movements more fluid than before. The pain has lessened, she replied, her melodic voice stronger. Thank you for sheltering us. Few humans show such kindness to strangers. Finn busied himself with the heating unit. Not all humans are the same. Some of us remember what it means to be decent. Tella had curled up beside her mother, exhaustion finally claiming the child. Nyx stroked her daughter's head tenderly, feather-like appendages on her temples glowing softly with maternal affection. She found you, Nyx observed. Among all the humans who passed by, she chose wisely. Lucky coincidence? Finn shrugged, though he wondered if the Antari belief in cosmic connections held truth. There are no coincidences, Nyx replied, a smile touching her lips. My people believe souls recognize each other across lifetimes. Their conversation continued into the night cycle. Voices low to avoid waking Tella. Nyx spoke of her homeworld crystal forests and twin moons. Healing traditions passed through generations. Finn shared stories of Earth, oceans, and mountains he'd never seen in person, but knew from historical archives. Was a xenobiologist before the invasion, Nyx revealed. I studied human physiology. Ironic that now humans study me. As she spoke, Finn noticed the implants beneath her skin pulsing erratically. Without thinking, he reached out, fingers hovering above her wrist. May I? Nyx nodded. His fingers touched her skin, surprisingly warm and soft. The moment of contact sent an unexpected current through him, not electrical, but something deeper. The implants pulsing steadied. How did you do that? Nyx whispered, eyes wide. I don't know, Finn admitted. Engineer's instinct, maybe. Their eyes met again, and this time the connection lingered. Finn became acutely aware of their proximity, the subtle fragrance of her skin like distant flowers after rain. Your touch heals, she murmured. Perhaps you have Antari ancestors. They both laughed softly at the impossibility, but something had changed between them. A boundary crossed, a bridge forming. The moment was broken by Finn's cum unit vibrating. Sonia's voice came through, urgent but quiet. Helix security is searching the refugee quarter. They know she's missing. Stay hidden. I'll bring supplies when I can. Finn turned to Nyx, whose expression had hardened with resolve. They won't take me again, she stated firmly. I'd rather die than return to their laboratories. No one's dying, Finn promised. And no one's taking you back there. We'll find a way off this station. Nyx's hand found his in the dim light. Why risk yourself for us? The answer came easier than expected, because sometimes humanity needs reminding of what it means to be human. Corporate Hunter's 3 days passed intense vigilance. Sonia smuggled medicine and food when possible, reporting increased security patrols throughout the station. The Helix Corporation had dispatched their private enforcers, led by Commander Dresk, notorious for his ruthless efficiency in retrieving company assets. They're offering rewards for information, Sonia informed them during her latest visit. It's getting harder to move around unnoticed. Finn had been working on an escape plan, hacking into transportation schedules. The cargo shuttle to Proxima Colony leaves in 2 days. If we can get you aboard, we'd need credentials, Sonia pointed out, and a way past the scanners. While they strategized, Nyx had grown stronger. The tremors had subsided completely, and color had returned to her skin. The mysterious connection between her and Finn had deepened through quiet conversations and lingering glances. Sometimes their fingers would brush, sending that same inexplicable current between them. Tella had taken to following Finn around their small hideout, watching intently as he repaired equipment or modified units. You'd make a good engineer, he told her as she handed him tools with surprising precision. I'd rather be a healer like Mama, she replied, but with machines too. Can humans do that? The best ones can, Finn smiled. Their domestic routine shattered when the door hissed open unexpectedly. Finn reached for his improvised weapon but relaxed when he saw Sonia. The doctor's face was pale with urgency. They found us. Someone talked. We have minutes, at most. Finn sprang into action. The maintenance tunnels. We can reach the shuttle bay. They moved swiftly, Finn leading with Tella in his arms, Nyx and Sonia following. The narrow service corridors echoed with distant footsteps and commands. Split up, Sonia suggested at a junction. I'll create a diversion. Too dangerous, Finn objected. I have clearance they don't, Sonia insisted. Meet me at docking port 7. Before they could argue further, the harsh beam of a tactical light swept the corridor behind them. A voice called out, Movement detected. Section C4. Go. Sonia pushed them toward the right tunnel before running left. They fled through the labyrinthine passages, the sounds of pursuit growing closer. At a sealed maintenance hatch, Finn passed Tella to Nyx while he worked on the lock. Almost got it, he muttered as the panel beeped in resistance. Footsteps approached from around the corner. Finn worked faster, sweat beading on his forehead. The lock clicked open just as a figure appeared, a Helix enforcer in black tactical gear. Stop where you are. The Anturis are property of Helix Corporation. Nyx's eyes flashed with fury. We belong to no one. The enforcer raised his weapon, but Finn lunged forward, tackling him. They struggled briefly before Finn landed a solid blow, rendering the man unconscious. Hurry! He gasped, retrieving the enforcer's access card. This might get us through the checkpoints. They continued their desperate flight toward freedom, the station now on full alert around them. The cargo shuttle bucked and shuddered as it broke away from the station's gravitational field. In the cramped passenger compartment, tended for maintenance crews but now carrying fugitives, Finn, Nyx, and Tella huddled together while Sonia monitored the communication channels. They're scrambling interceptors, Sonia reported grimly. Standard procedure for escaped assets. Their escape had been chaotic, a mad dash through service corridors. A firefight at the docking bay where Sonia had shown surprising skill with a borrowed stunner. Commander Dresk himself had appeared in the final moments, his cybernetic eye glowing red as he fired upon them. The shuttle had launched seconds before he could board, his furious face visible through the viewport as they pulled away. We're not free yet, Finn cautioned, though his arm remained protectively around Nyx's shoulders. But I know people at Proxima Colony. Underground networks for refugees? Nix leaned into his embrace. You've risked everything for us. Worth it, he replied simply. The shuttle jolted violently as warning lights flashed. A pursuing craft had locked weapons. They're going to disable us, Sonia warned. Finn moved to the control panel. His engineering expertise might give them a chance. I can reroute power to the shields and engines. We'll need to drop all non-essentials. As he worked, fingers flying across the controls, Nix joined him. Let me help. Together they modified the shuttle's systems. Her intuitive understanding of energy flow, complementing his technical knowledge. The pursuing ship fired again, but the reinforced shields held. We did it! Tella exclaimed as they accelerated beyond weapons range. Hours later, they approached Proxima Colonia settlement built into a massive asteroid, known for its independence from corporate control. Finn's contacts welcomed them discreetly, providing safe housing in the colony's lower levels. Their new dwelling was small, but private, with actual windows overlooking the colony's central cavern where artificial sunlight nurtured real trees, a luxury in space. It's beautiful, Nix whispered. Standing at the window with Finn, Tella had already fallen asleep in the adjoining room. It's a beginning, Finn replied, his hand finding hers. Sonia's already connected with the medical collective here. They want to study the implants with your consent. The evidence could bring down Helix's operations. Nix turned to face him, those remarkable amber eyes holding his gaze. And you, what do you want, Finn Matthews? The question hung between them, weighted with possibility. He stepped closer, one hand gently tracing the luminescent patterns on her temple. I want this, he said softly. Us, if that's possible. Her answer came not in words, but in the closing of distance between them. Their first kiss transcended species and circumstanza. Connection neither had expected, but both now embraced. Outside their window, the lights of Proxima Colony glittered like stars. Beyond, the real stars waited, offering countless new beginnings for those brave enough to seek them. In time, evidence would indeed cripple Helix Corporation's illegal operations. But that was tomorrow's battle. Tonight belonged to them, a human and an Antari, who had found in each other something rare and precious amid the cold vastness of space. A chance to define humanity, not by blood or origin, but by the capacity for compassion, courage, and love.